The next time you're at the thrift store, don't pass by the crystal aisle. And then I headed to my local Dollar Tree and I grabbed 8 of these toilet brushes. I'm going to take them back to my craft room and I'm going to show you something really adorable you can make. I began by taking one brush and removing the cleaning bristles part from the handle. I then took the wire cutters and cut it in what was roughly the middle so that I had 2 separate pieces. And then using a pair of scissors, I started at the top and started trimming down the brush. I used a pair of wire cutters to cut off the wire that was hanging out at the top. And then I continued doing this with the rest of the remaining toilet brushes. Once I had all my trees cut, I used these little tiny wood blocks and I drilled a hole down into the middle and placed the wire end of the tree into that hole. I used this mirror effect gold spray paint to paint them all. For my pieces that I got at the thrift store, I'm going to start with my larger piece and then using a candle holder from Dollar Tree, I'm going to glue it down right into the center. Then I added some Gorilla Glue to the top of the candlestick and placed my smaller piece on top. I came in with my bottle brush trees that were now painted gold and I just used the same Gorilla Glue to attach them all to the base at the bottom. I did add some other trees that I got at Dollar Tree just for a little bit of variety in depth and dimension. I also picked up a set of fairy lights from Dollar Tree, which I then worked around all the trees, weaving it in and out. I think this candle holder looks so elegant and you can really have fun with this. Make it your own, paint your trees whatever color you want, and just make this project your own. Thank you so much for tuning into Hometalk, and we'll see you on another video.
For this project, I ran into Dollar Tree and picked up a martini glass, stemware, water glasses, and pinch bowls. Gather your materials and decide what design makes the most sense. Stack the glassware on top of each other so it resembles a tree shape. Once you've determined your pattern, begin to glue each piece to one another using your super glue. You'll need to hold each piece together, carefully following your product instructions. For an added touch, I used my glue gun to add a fun ribbon-like pattern to one of the pieces of the glassware. Next, prepare your vinegar mix. Using a spray bottle, mix equal parts water and equal parts white vinegar. Together, these will create a beautiful Mercury glass effect. Begin by spraying the glassware with a vinegar solution. Lightly dab the drops that may occur after spraying. Next, spray your glass with a metallic paint. Continue doing this, alternating vinegar and paint throughout. Lastly, remember how I applied hot glue around one of the pieces of glass? You can now easily peel these strands off of the glassware to reveal a clear portion of your item. I wanted this to appear like a Christmas garland around the tree.
At the Dollar Tree, I got these toilet brush cleaners for $1.25. I'm gonna start by taking some wire cutters and I'm just gonna clip away the handle. You have to use quite a bit of force. And you just simply snip the handle off. And that leaves you with one long piece. And now I'm gonna snip this approximately in half. And what I'm gonna do with some of these is have some taller, some shorter. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do these a little off-centered. And I'm just gonna repeat this step on all of the brushes. And as you can see, these bristles have made a mess, but I'm not gonna clean them up yet because next step, I'm going to go ahead and just trim them into the Christmas tree shape. So this right here would be a really good base to stick into the wood blocks that I made. So I'm not gonna cut those down, but I am gonna just make it a little bit smaller toward the top, a little thinner toward the top on all of these. And I'm gonna repeat this step on the other trees. I'm doing 12 in total. And for your bottle brush trees, you're gonna need some kind of base to hold them down and have some weight. And I just cut this little 2x4 that I had in our garage down with our saw, and every shape, as you can see, is just kind of a random size because I like my trees to have a little bit of varying heights. So next step is I'm gonna take a drill bit that is just a little bit thicker from the base of the trees. And I actually might go one step up because we're gonna be hot gluing this in after we drill the hole. So I'm gonna take my block, I'm gonna do a pilot hole with this in my drill, and then I'm going to stick each tree in and put a little hot glue in the base as well. fill the hole first. Put a little on here as well, just to go ahead and secure it. And then we're just gonna place it right in there and let it dry for about 30 seconds. And I'm repeating the same exact steps on 11 more of these. Drilled my hole with my drill bit, hot glue gun. Again, I don't put things exactly in the center. If it really bothers you, you can definitely get your ruler out and make it perfect, but I don't think you'll even notice it because the bases are covered by the trees. How cute are these trees? I love that they're all a little bit varying sizes and shapes, and none of them are very uniform, which I love in my decor. And now it's time to paint all the bottle brushes. I actually have 14, I thought I did 12. That's how easy they were to make. And I picked out 7 different colors, so I'm gonna do 2 of each color. Just give it a nice even coat. My next color is a light shade of pink, which is super pretty. Really liking this color combination so far. I absolutely love how these DIY bottle brush trees turned out. They look super cute in my little Christmas town.
I started by grabbing a few supplies from Dollar Tree. Back at home, I stained the wooden tag and 2 snowflakes. Then I let them dry. Next, I painted the metal bottle cap bright red for the nose and set it aside to dry. Once ready, I glued the snowflakes to the back of the tag. They make the perfect reindeer antlers. While waiting, I added the greenery and a cute ribbon bow to the top of the reindeer's head using hot glue. When the nose was ready, I glued it in place and painted on the eyes and little details to bring it to life. I absolutely love how this reindeer turned out. It's such an easy, fun, and affordable Dollar Tree craft. Perfect for gifting or adding a little extra holiday cheer to your home.
Start out by sanding all sides of the different bowls, pot, and saucer for the glue and paint to adhere to. Remember to give them a really good sand in the areas where you will be gluing them together. Then wipe off all the dust. Next, apply a line of E6000 glue to the rim of the bowl and then place the other bowl on top of it, rim to rim. Next, apply a layer of glue to the rim of the round bowl or vase. Turn it upside down and place it on top of the 2 bowls that are glued together. Now, put a layer of glue on the rim of the pot and then turn it upside down and glue it into the base of the saucer. Take the snowman body and head outside and spray with a white spray paint that can go on ceramics. To make the nose, get a sharp knife and carve the wine cork into a pointed end like a carrot. Cut some little divots into it so it looks rough like a carrot does. Paint it orange with acrylic paint. Now paint the hat black. I did this with black acrylic paint. Let dry. Now it is time to paint some trim on the hat and also the scarf. I saw that a hot color this holiday season is a beautiful shade of deep green. Paint a thick line of green paint all the way around the base of the snowman head. Then paint a thick line of green paint around the top of the snowman body. This will give the illusion that his scarf is all the way up his neck under his chin. Then paint the tail end of the scarf hanging down. Make sure to paint on some fringe on the end of the scarf. You will need to do several coats to get full coverage. Place the cork on the snowman face and trace around with a pencil so that you will know where the carrot nose will be. Using a stencil with various sizes of round circles, I mapped out the snowman mouth. Paint all of those circles black and let dry. Using the circle stencil again, draw 2 circles above the nose and these will be the eyes. Next, using the circle stencil, we are going to put some buttons on the body of the snowman. Draw 2 circles with a pencil and then paint fully in black paint. Put the side of the brush with the paint on it next to the edge of where the scarf will be hanging down and paint a line. It will look like the top piece of the scarf is shadowing the underneath piece of the scarf. Now it is time to add the carrot nose and glue the hat on to the top of the head as well. Now it's time to enjoy your sweet little snowman. Look how cute he turned out.
You would never guess that he was made from dishes.
I headed to Dollar Tree and grabbed 3 of these basic white toilet brush cleaners. Using force, snap off the metal brush from the handle. Grab your wire cutters again and cut the brush into different pieces. Carefully cut along the bristles to create a triangular dome shape. Can you guess what we are making yet? Take the end of the wire on your tree, the side without the bristles, and glue this portion to the center of your blocks. This will allow your bottle brush tree to stand on its own. Grab some fabric dye or spray paint and begin to color your trees. Following the mixing instructions on your dye, mix the base to your liking. Carefully dip each bottle brush into the liquid to allow the dye to saturate. I had to leave each brush in the dye for about 10 minutes to achieve a very faint color. Once you are happy with the color, remove the brushes from the liquid. Let this dry and get ready to style your beautiful new decor pieces.
Thanks to a thrifted cozy flannel shirt, here's how I'm going to be able to decorate for 2 seasons with one project. I'm selecting 2 sizes of square wood posts I had on hand. Being reclaimed, I'm carefully checking to mark where any existing nails are. 3 pieces of the larger post are being cut at 3 different lengths. I'm now cutting 3 pieces of the same size out of the smaller post. After a light sanding, I'm drilling holes into the tops of each wood block. To prepare for the needed accessories, I'm foraging outdoors for some small twigs, grapevine tendrils, and some dried leaves. I'm now painting all the wood blocks with 2 coats of casement by Fusion Mineral Paint. Selecting the 3 largest blocks, I'm drilling a hole into each opposite side of each one, then drilling again on an angle. Reaching for a flannel shirt, I'm removing all the buttons while leaving one sleeve button intact. After teaming up each small wood block to a larger one, I'm positioning the buttons along with some others I had on hand onto the wood blocks to serve as body buttons and eyes on the faces. I'm cutting a sleeve off the shirt. Knotting an elastic band in half, I'm threading the elastic through the buttonhole, then looping both ends onto the button so the closure is now flexible. Some pillow stuffing is being added inside the cut sleeve, then the cut top is being tied shut with string. I'm snipping small starter cuts to the cut side, then ripping the fabric in strips to create a tassel effect. Fitting the toque onto one head, now I will know where to glue the eyes. For a scarf, the shirt collar is being cut off, folded in half, then positioned around a neck secured with hot glue. I'm now hot gluing all the buttons in place since I now know where to position the eyes and noses to avoid the clothing accessories. For one snowman, I'm even using some thick string to serve as a scarf. Then adding twigs for arms, a little faux snow, and crystal beads to the mix, my trio of snowmen are now ready for winter. Teamed up with their button faces and bodies, festive coordinating outfits, and twiggy arms, they truly are as cute as buttons. But here's where the real magic happens. With all the accessories removed, simply spin the blocks around and poke the arm sticks with tendrils into the tops of each block. Then loosely placing some faux leaves, Spanish moss, and a few dried leaves, you now have yourself a super fun collection of white pumpkins perfect to celebrate the fall season. To create a topiary effect, stack 2 pumpkins with Spanish moss in between, or display them separately to achieve an interesting varied effect. Who knew how cute and effective a few white painted blocks would become? It's like getting 2 seasons in one, making this reversible project a total win. Make it once, then display it twice. I hope this inspires you to create your own unique twist of a dual season project of your own.